Have you noticed a decline in your mobility, flexibility? Simple things like reaching for something isn't quite as fluid as it used to be. Maybe putting on socks or pants isn't quite what it used to be. Well, in this video, we are going to explore exercises that will bring some of that flexibility and mobility back into your body. So once again, you can do the simple things in life and the things that you enjoy. Hello, my friends. Today we're going to talk a little bit about flexibility and mobility. Now, if you're over the age of 50, you're probably starting to see a decline in your mobility and your flexibility, the ability to extend the muscles, reach out. Maybe you've worked in your garden on the next day, you felt sore, you didn't want to get out of bed. That type of feeling, we're going to address that. And we're going to show you some ways that you can improve upon both of those things. If you felt stiffer or less able to move fluently like you used to, well, you're not alone. So what causes this lack of flexibility and mobility over time? Well, it's a combination of things. Muscles tighten, joints lose lubrication, and the fascia becomes less elastic. And the thing of it is, there's a tendency of moving less when we get sore, when we get stiff. And unfortunately, that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because the less we move, the less we can move. And pretty soon we start shutting down some of those muscle groups. And it becomes very difficult to do what used to be very simple movements. And when we approach this process, we have to approach it with an eye on the long-term success, not short-term. It takes time to lengthen these muscles, to get the body used to moving again, especially if it hasn't been for some time. And so we have to be patient and have some faith that over time, all of these things are going to happen. So what we want to do here is use slow, controlled movements. Why slow, controlled movements? Because it allows the muscles to adapt. And we have to adapt them slowly over a period of time. We have what we call the stretch reflex. And what the stretch reflex does, it contracts the muscles when it's being overstretched. It's a protective mechanism. And so we have to work with that. So we're not going to make gigantic changes. We have to make little subtle incremental changes over a long period of time so that the stretch reflex does not inhibit what we're trying to do. So let's try something. Follow along. Let's get a chair and put our right leg up on the chair. Take the left hand and place it down on the chair. Take the right hand and place it on the small of the back. Press into the chair with the right foot and rotate the right shoulder open. And just breathe here. Now bring the right hand down. Take the left hand up, small to the back again. Take the right forearm and press it into the inside of the right thigh and open the left shoulder. Just to your degree, just where you feel some tightness here. And breathe. And then bring that left hand down. We're going to lift up the upper torso and we're going to straighten the right leg. We're going to turn towards that leg and just gently, slowly release down, feeling that tightness in the back of the leg, breathing into it. Lift back up, foot flat, drop the right foot down, left foot up. This time, right hand down, left hand small to the back, rotate the left shoulder open, breathe. Bring the left hand down, right hand up, small to the back, rotate the right shoulder open. Lift back up, extend the leg out, lean forward. Lift back up, flatten the leg, bring the foot off the chair. Now those are just a couple examples of what we do in our training. And as you can see, they're fairly simple and they are adaptive to whatever level of mobility, fluidity, flexibility that you are at. You just start where you are and just improve as time goes on. So something to remember, keep in mind about flexibility training is that it's incremental. If you've ever seen a rock in water, maybe at a cottage on the lake somewhere, and that rock seems to displace the water flows around the rock, but over time that water eats away at the rock and you start to see roundness in the rock as it eats it away. That's kind of the same principle here, is wearing away tension in the body, stress in the body, allowing the body to open up, the muscles to lengthen, to create space and room. But that takes time, just like the rock displacing the water and the water eventually starting to wear away the rock. It takes time, so let's be patient and keep diligently working on this. So now that you've learned a little bit about flexibility and mobility training, you need to know about strength training, because if you don't, you're not going to fully understand how strength training, mobility training, and balance training all work together to create a stronger, healthier body.